All the glory, all the praise goes to the Father, Yahweh, the Son, Yahweh ben Yahweh, the 7 archangels, and the 400 million sign angels, Barakatah, hallelujah, King YAH'S, aka YAH'S, on this so-called Monday, August 1st, 2022. And you already know the topic. This is a 6-month episode of the YAH'S podcast show. And the topic is the book of Enoch. Enoch, Precept. We're gonna read Precept, Enoch and stuff, or the sections and stuff. And I read the book of Enoch like a long time ago, about 7, 8 years ago. And I gotta read some more. It's another book of Enoch. I gotta read some more. A brother had mentioned it to me. I gotta read it soon. I might have read it before. I might have read a little bit of it, but yeah. Yeah, and check out my poetry on allpoetry.com under King YAH'S. I did a topic called Women Need Men and not Men Don't Need Women. Go check that out on all poetry. I did it in poetry style. Go check that out. And also the last radio show I did was with the book of YAH'S, part 2. I did YAH'S part 1 and YAH'S part 2. Go check that out. I've been doing a scripture show. I did 2 Apocrypha chapters. I went in the book twice with the book of the Apocrypha and twice in the book of YAH'S. Enoch did the first time I did the book of Enoch, and I'm gonna do the book of Enoch again. Might be soon or later on in life. Pretty soon later on in life. But right now I'm gonna do this right now. And Enoch was a perfect man. He was a righteous man. He was a prophet of Yahweh. And he was perfect and stuff. And he Enoch was the son of the son of Noah. Mm-hmm. He was the son of Noah. Because Shem is the son of son of Noah, and Enoch is the father. It's the son of Noah, and Shem is the son of Noah. Hold on. Noah is the son of Enoch. Take that back. And Enoch was teaching the word, and he was perfect, and he was greater than Abraham, and was holier than Moses. But he's not an Ethiopian now. I don't get that twisted on the outside. He's not an Ethiopian. He's a Hebrew, an Israelite. And I said it before, and I said it again. Enoch never tasted death. He's the first prophet never tasted death. He's the first prophet never tasted death and stuff. And I know it said in King James and Hebrew 11:5 or Hebrew 13:5. And I tell you right there, that's the answer there. All the biblical men were Hebrews. From Enoch to Abraham, to Moses, to Noah, to Joseph, to Jacob, to Isaac, Solomon, David. All of them was Hebrews and stuff. They was in the transgressor. They was righteous. Enoch was so perfect. The Most High wanted him to come out there in the spiritual world. Did you know Enoch escaped through portals? And I'm gonna prove that in the scriptures today. I'm gonna prove that in the scriptures today, in the book of Enoch, and we're gonna talk about the angels as well, tied into this too. After let's see, we're gonna let's talk about the statistics this week that it's some more people in other countries that listen to the YAH'S podcast show and stuff. You can see what them countries is. United States, they listen to it back and forth now and download even more in the United States. They listen to my shows now and stuff like that. It's This time, United States listened to it even more. 26 downloads, 31 downloads at all. Yeah, and India, shout out to India. They listen to my shows. They downloaded it 3 times. Honduras, Honduras, they listen to the show. They downloaded. And Mexico, I was surprised Mexico listened to my shows. They downloaded. So that's the tickets of the week of my Spreaker show. I got 250 downloads, I believe. Hold on. Got 251 downloads. Okay. Start that. Yeah. So what it is that got that out of the way, and that we did it right. I just got the 4 drive ready. I did that statistic again. Shout out to India that listen to my show. Shout out to Honduras that listen to my show, and shout out to Mexico that listen to my show. We got some brothers out there as well in all them places and stuff. They don't hesitate to comment and stuff. Don't hesitate to comment. Yeah. We're gonna get to the book of Enoch. Let's get to the book of Enoch. We'll go to Enoch. It's a chapter 21. Let's go to chapter 21. Yeah, let's start it all out. It's chapter 21. And verse 1 and 2, I believe. Yeah, verse 1 and 2. And we're in the book of Enoch, chapter 21. And I proceed to where things are chariots. And I saw there something horrible. I saw neither and the spiritual world above nor a flaming found planet, but a chariot and horrible. And that I saw 7 stars of the spiritual world bound together in it like great mountains and burned with fire. And then I said that Enoch speaking to the archangels, I believe. I think that Enoch had vision this time. Hold on, I skipped it a little bit. Hold on. Let's go to verse 20. My bad, let's go to Enoch chapter 20. And these names with the holy, we're going by literature. What they gave the angels the name, because they probably ain't their names. Let's go to verse 20. I'm sorry, I went backwards. Let's go to verse 20 in the book of Enoch. And there are the names of the holy angels who watch Uriel, one of the holy angels who is over the world and over Tyrannosaurus. He's this in the spiritual world now. It's not on planet Earth. It's in the spiritual world. He's in charge of the world and over Tyra means a place that you go when you in the spiritual world. Get it? That's what that means. Because it's not a location, because that's the spiritual world. This is Uriel. Let's keep going. Raphael, one of the holy angels, is over the spirits of men. He's over the spirits of men in the spiritual world, but sometimes the Most High intervene and tell Archangel Raphael, we're going by literature, they the archangel name they gave us, but I know that this ain't the archangel's names and stuff. One of the holy angels is over the spirits of men. He's over the spiritual men in the spiritual world. He's over the spirits of men on this planet. Like, if they have a good spirit, they go into the right path and cross over to the Most High, Yahweh, The good spirit, you're in charge of the spirits that are surrounded by men. That's what that basically means. And we're gonna keep going, and Regu, one of the holy angels who takes vengeance on the world and the luminous. The luminous is one of the chariots, one of the planets. Because we got chariots too. The most high angel got chariots too. So does Lucifer, demigod. They got chariots. And Archangel, like I said, Archangel Regu is, hold on, that is right. Regu, yeah, right. He takes vengeance on the world and stuff. When the world getting out of hand and stuff, and portals come out, but we're gonna continue that. We're gonna get to that. Michael is one of the holy angels to where he that set over the best part of mankind over chaos. That means he's in charge. Michael's in charge of everything. He's in charge of all our angels. He's the leader. Sakara, one of the holy angels who is set over the spirits, who send in the spirits. Hold on, let's read that one more time. Sakara, one of the holy angels who is set over the spirits, Sakara, one of the holy angels who is set over the spirits, who send in the spirit, to send in the spirit. He's over the spirits of that, but that's in the spiritual world. Like, cause some of the archangels got punished too, because they sinned it. Some of the archangels got punished too as well, and some of the 400 million sign angels got punished as well. And yeah, because they had to suffer as well. Let's keep going. And Gabriel, one of the holy angels who is over paradise and the serpents and the chimera. I think that is the chimera. Yeah, he's in charge of the paradise, the spiritual world. Like, he the gatekeeper. Gabriel is the gatekeeper. That's what that basically means. Gabriel is the gatekeeper of the spiritual world. He's the gatekeeper. They just added some words in there, but he the gatekeeper on the spiritual world. So once you your German card, you're gonna see Archangel Gabriel. So let's go. Ramiel, one of the holy angels who Yah set over those who rise. So if you rise, if you're trying to do good in spirit, and by 10, 20 years when I go to the Most High, we've only been doing this shit for like a minute, but to him it's 1,000 years. It's like, we think it's 1,000 years to us, but it's only 1 hour with the Most High. And Ramiel is over the people that rise and trying to come up spiritually, trying to understand, cross over spiritually, and took an oath for Yahweh by fasting and praying and having faith and being tested. That's Archangel Ramiel is over that. He say, what they doing over there with me? No, Yahweh say, what they doing? What they doing? What he doing right now? Let's see what he doing. And Ramiel will write it down. See, Ramiel the one write everything down. He's one of the archangels. He the one write everything down. Ramiel. That's what that basically is. And we're gonna go to verse 20. We're gonna go to chapter 21. And we did chapter 20 in the book of Enoch. Now we're going to chapter 21. We did chapter 20. We're doing chapter 21. And I possessed to where chariots. I explained that already. And I saw there's something horrible. I saw neither. The chariots are not in the spiritual world. The chariots are flying around on the surface. Let's put it that way. And I said, yeah. And a heaven above, a flaming found planet, but up a place of chariots and harbor, and that I saw the Enoch talking to the Archangel Uriel. Just when he had vision these things, and it came for wishing. And I saw 7 stars of the heavens brought together, and like the great mountains, and burnt with fire. Then I said, for what sin are they bound? On what one account has been cast in thee. And then Uriel said, one of the holy angels, which was with me, this when Uriel showing Enoch around the spiritual world in a vision, who was with me and was chieftain of the chief of the stars of the spiritual world, which had translated and commanded of the Lord, and brought and are brought here to 10,000 years, the time and tell by their sin consumed her. And for those I went to another place which was still cheaper as far as the abyss, being full of great discernment, custom of fire, neither is attended extent or magnitude could I see. And I seen one of the holy angels who was with me, and said unto me that Enoch, that was Uriel told Enoch, why her those shall fear and afraid? And afraid. They're asking a question, and Enoch answered, and I answered, because this fearful place, and because of the spectrum of the pain. And he said unto me, this place is the prison of the angels, and here they will be in prison forever. Oh, it's gonna be the good part. Let's go to chapter 22. And thee I went to another place, and he mounted and laid hard rock, and there was 4 hollow places, deep and wide, and very smooth. How smooth are the hollow places, deeper in the dark into that? Then Raphael answered, one of the holy angels was with me, and said unto me, their holy place has been created for this very purpose, that the spirits of the soul of the dead should assume that, yet that all the soul of the spirit of man should assume here. And those places have been made to receive thee to the day of their judgment, and to a appointed period, to the period appointed. And then the great judgment came upon them. I saw the spirit of man, the dead man, walk in suit, and the voice went forward to heaven, forward to the spiritual world, and made a suit. And I asked Raphael, the angel who was with me, I said unto him, this spirit make suit, which is with voice. Abraham, hold on. With the voice going forward, make me suit to heaven. And I answered me, and this is the spirit forth from suit made the answer, and the spirit before from Abram, who his brother Cain slew. Abram had killed. Cain had killed Abram, and he made his suit against him to deceive and destroy from the face of the hollow place, which why is one separate from the other? And he answered me and said unto me, these 3 have been made, the spirit of the dead might be separated, and should divide, and been made for the spirit in the righteous, and which there is the bright. Oh, I got it for the spirit of the righteous, the spirit of the righteous, and which there is the bright spring of water, and such has been made for sinners, which they dead, and they buried, and the planet and judgment has not execute on them in their lifetime. Here their spirit shall be set apart in the great pain to the great day of judgment, punishment, and torment. Those who curse forever is retribution of their spirits. There shall bound them forever, and such a divide have been made for the spirits of those who make their suit, who made disclosure concerning their destruction, when they was slain in the days of the sinners, such as being made for the spirits of men who was not righteous but sinners, who were complete in the transgression, and the transgressioners. There should be companions, but their spirit should not be slain in the day of judgment, nor shall it be right for thee. I favor the Lord of glory, and says, favor be my Lord and the Lord of righteousness, who rules forever. Who rules forever. He was showing them around the place of the spiritual world. Showing the place around the spiritual world. I think, hold on, I'm going precept. Let me see, do I should keep going? Hold on. Hold on, let's go to verse 20. Hold on, let's go to verse 27. I read 20, 21, 22. Let's go to verse 27. Chapter 27, I mean. Then said I, for what object is this favored land which is entirely filled with trees, and this a quick valley between the one of the whole angel who was with me, and said, this curved valley. The curved valley is those who are occurred forever, and shall be occurred for gathering together you the lips against the Lord, and I've seen word of his glory speak hard things. Here shall they be gathered together here, and there be of the place of judgment in the last day. They should be upon the specimen of righteous judgment in the proceed of the righteous forever. Here shall the merciful favor the Lord of glory, the eternal King, in the day of judgment. Over the former they shall favor him for the mercy accord with which has been assigned them their lot. Then I have favored the Lord of glory, and set for his glory have glorified. I mean, glorious. Yeah, he was showing him all the planets, like the planet of the brimstone, the planet of shame. It's a place worse than the brimstone. I don't know what it's called yet, but it's full of dark, and you'll be in that room for eternal. You'll be in that world for eternal, forever, because you didn't want to obey the Most High word. Obey. You want to obey his word. Oh yeah, this one Enoch was the angels had to rescue Enoch, and they had rescued Enoch out of the time he was here. Oh, no, let's go to verse 33. And from the sea where I went to the ends of the planet, and saw the great beasts, and each difficult from others, and I saw birds also difficult, and appeared in beauty and voice, and the one differs from the other, and to the east those beasts I saw at the end of the planet, which the spiritual world, west of the portals of the spiritual world open, and if I saw the stars of the spiritual world come forward, and I counted the portals out of which they proceed, and I wrote down all the outlets of each individual star by itself, according to the numbers of their name, and the course of their position in their time in the month, as you're the holy angel who was with me, and he showed me all things to me, and wrote them down for me. Also named he wrote for me, and their laws and their company. Let's go to verse 36. that when Enoch had escaped through the portal, he didn't never die. And I'm gonna show you how Enoch had got out of here through the portal. It's gonna explain it. Let's go to chapter 36. We read chapter 20, 21, 22, 33. And yeah, we read chapter 30. Now, chapter 30, this precept, chapter 36. And I went to the south of the end of the planet and saw there are 3 open portals. See, escaping portals. So he was in the port. That when he was coming to the portals of the spiritual world to favor the Lord of glory, who had won great and glorious wonders. So the Most High glorious wonders. So he was had so much faith in the Most High Yahweh. It was glorious wonders, and the Most High returned him a favor. And it's going to show greatness of his work to the angels and to the spirit and to man, that they might praise his work and all his creation, that they might see the works of his might and praise the great work of his hand and favor him forever. Favor him forever. I think I might go to another one. Hold on. It was all Enoch when he visioned before he had left this planet and when he was on this planet. They tell you Enoch was a perfect man of Yahweh. And did you know Enoch was Enoch right now, like I said earlier, he didn't never taste death. Did you know Enoch is one of the holy angels? Let me say that again. It might be deep to you. Did you know Enoch was one of the holy angels? He's one of the holy angels right now. He escaped through the portal with his son, 2 sons. I think one on name was was the sons of Adam. I forgot his name, and one on was named Jerod, and the other I forgot the other. He took 3 people with him because Enoch was about to leave, and he took 3 people. Did you know they got them too? Did you know they got them too? Did you know that? Yeah, he came got them too. Yeah, Enoch was the only one that left the spiritual world. They had got the two of his sons brought them with him. Did you know they escaped the portals as well? You thought Enoch did escape portal by himself. He did. He could. It was supposed to happen that way, but people that believed in Enoch and believe what Enoch was teaching with his vision, because Enoch was a visionary, and he was one of the first prophets on this planet called Earth. Because every biblical man had to come back to this planet, what we have now called Satan called Earth, because Earth wasn't called Earth, and the planets are flat, and the sun is artificial, and the moon is just a giant satellite of a mothership. Like I said, the sun is artificial and fake. The sun ain't real. It's made by China and stuff. Yeah, the stars are weird though. It's the stars of the 7 stars of the spiritual world of Yahweh, and with the right hand, or the seven archangels. Did you know that? And then Satan and his demigods got stars too. They got stars too. The Most High always watched over us. But we didn't want to hearken to the word. We wanted to do what we wanted to do. And that's why everybody had to come back a few times. You might have been here 4 or 5 times. You might have been here 2 or 3 times. But we had to get it together. We had to get it together. I might do another show later on tonight. later on today or tonight or whatever it might be. I'm doing another show. But I had to get this started because I'm gonna do more scriptures more often. Not every single day or every single week. I might do it by surprise. I might do it out of nowhere. Let's put it that way. Get the 61 episode of the YAH'S podcast show. Just tune it in. Shalom equals welcome to the YAH'S podcast show. Yeah. So when you do things spiritually and be about the book instead of just gossiping about nonsense and no talent and no writing skills or ghost writers and all that crazy crap, doing what everybody else doing, doesn't make any sense. Yeah. Read the book of Enoch, Precept, just like I said before. Enoch, Uriah and Raphael was showing them around, but Uriah was showing them around more around the spiritual world, when he showed them the planet of misery. He showed them the brimstone, showing the planet of shame. There's many planets now where people go, where people knew the Most High. They were ashamed to say in the Most High name and ashamed to be walking with the Most High, Son Yahweh being Yahweh. Then you got a planet that told a little bit of truth, but they kept a lot of secrets and stuff, and that was called the planet of misery. They knew they were doing, but they were still confused and stuff. They wanted to do the right thing, but they started doing the wrong thing. It's just like you go to the brimstone, you just burn for eternity. There's no forgiveness for you. And it's something worse than the brimstone, where it ain't just 360 degree Fahrenheit. No, it's not no lake of fire. I know that's in the scriptures, but it ain't the lake of fire. It's something worse than the lake of fire. You're gonna be in a dark, deep place forever, for eternity. That's worse than the brimstone. You're gonna be in a dark place, and when the Most High want the thing to reveal, of what this planet, what this place called that what Uriah had showed Enoch, he said, "Oh, y'all want to go there? Don't go there. We're gonna pass there. We ain't gonna go there. Y'all wanna go there?" It wasn't. At first I thought it was the planet of misery, but it wasn't the planet of misery. It wasn't the planet of. It wasn't the brimstone either. It was something worse than the brimstone. I know it's a dark place, and you ain't gonna be tossing. You ain't gonna be doing no tossing and turning. Nah, you can't beat the spirit. You can't. Some people can't beat the planet. Some people can't beat the planet of misery. That's worse than the planet of misery and the brimstone. It's something worse. It's worse. You in a dark place. You don't want to be there because you disobeyed the Most High word. You weren't trying to know the Most High name. You weren't trying to get the Father law, the 614 laws of the commandments. You weren't trying to fast. You weren't trying to pray. You just did what you want to do. You're selfish, and you just wanted to you want to be hot and popular, and want to just be on some bullshit. That place, you're gonna be at that place, and ain't gonna be no fire, no eternal fire. It's gonna be worse than eternal fire. And I hate to be you. I hate to be that type of person, because nobody ain't gonna hear you. Nobody gonna see you. They ain't looking down on you. You just looking down. You just looking like you won't even be able to talk. It's just like you can't breathe. It's just like you can't breathe. You can't fathom what's going on. It's just like you thinking you went somewhere that you never should have tapped into. Never tapped into. And you went there because you thought you was the shit. I mean, what I mean by you thought your shit did stink is everybody's fault with yours, but you ain't give a damn about nobody but you. You didn't pray, you didn't fast, you pissed off at the Most High Yahweh, and you didn't want to hearken to, you didn't want to follow the ways of Yahweh being Yahweh, and the angels tried to wrote everything wrote everything down you did on this planet, you're gonna try to say, well, it ain't gonna be none of that. It's gonna be like, it's gonna be like you dead. You've been dead for damn near 1,000 years, but you came back alive, and then you got stuck with where you at. That's the best way I can explain it. Now that's too much. I could go more, but I don't want to make it be too much. I don't want to make it be too much, because it might be too much for you. Have a Coke and a smile. Yeah. Relax. Very easy. Very easy. Very easy. I hate to be you. I want to go there. If Enoch didn't want to see that place, and Archangel Uriel told Enoch, don't go that way. You don't want to go there. I think that sounds like there's something worse than the brimstone. You think the synagogue of Satan children, the Khazars, the Azanaskis, the Zionists, the rabbis, and the Irish and the Turkish and the Polish, you think they finna go to the brimstone? You think that's bad? That's no forgetting for them. It's like past not forgetting for you. It's just like the Most High turned his back on you. Yahweh turned his back on you. It's like that. He turned his back on you forever and ever. It's like the Most High wasn't with you since you were born. He never knew you. It's that way. And I hate that gonna happen to you. Well, I don't hate that gonna happen to you. I'm happy it's gonna happen to you because you deserve it. Ain't nobody feeling sorry for you. No remorse, no sympathy, no mercy, not feeling sorry, and no compassion. You did it to yourself. Now you think that's harsh. Imagine when your judgment day start, how harsh it's gonna be for you. Whoever you are. Yeah. It's gonna be pain that it never stops. Actually, I didn't want to go all the way there, but I went halfway there. But yeah. Just know that the book of Enoch is so powerful. That's why this is my second favorite book to read out of the lost books and stuff. And you know, the King James was man-made. That's why I call King James Version. It's man-made. Man wrote every book because they had rewrote and reprinted King James after 1619. They kept reprinting the book since 1619. They kept putting bits and pieces out. That's why they took the book of Noah out, the book of Adam out, the book of Enoch out, the book of the Apocrypha out. But Yahshua, they took that out too. But the book of Joshua in the 2 Samuel said, ain't this in the book of Yahshua? And then you read the book of Yahshua, it go more in detail. It breaks everything down. So they thought they tampered with everything, but they tampered with the shit that you get confused about. That's why everything's in parable. Did you know the book of Enoch, if you don't understand the first parable and the second parable of Enoch, you ain't gonna never understand the book of Enoch. See, I understand the parables. Like the parables in the King James, and the parables in the Apocrypha, and the parables in Noah, and the parables in Yahshua and stuff. And the parables in the book of Josephus. Did you get this? Did you understand? Did you understand the word that it coming out of my mouth? Because the Most High is not playing anymore. That's why judgment in this place very harshly. And it's happening every day. You thought the Most High was a joke? Did you understand that? Because you're going down the wrong road. Like 90% of the folks going down the wrong road. they're going down the wrong road. And they think they know it all. And the other type of people gonna see when they judge day. Once you die, your judgment day starts. Once you die, your judgment day starts. Now some people judgment day didn't start yet. Sometimes they judgment might start 10 years from now, 1,000 years from now. Some people might die. Some people probably gonna die when they get to the kingdom. Some people gonna live to see this. We live to see some of this thing now that occurred. Let's get what's been said. I had to do a show of scriptures again, Enoch and YAH'S and the Apocrypha. I did it on my poetry before, like 2 years ago. And stuff. I used to do it on, I don't want to mention that today. Tune in to my show. I'll probably do another show later on today. Later on today, it depends on how, if I'm rested or not. I probably did this last night, but I fell asleep and stuff. And now I'm doing it today. I'm gonna do another show tonight. Hope I can do another show tonight. If Yahweh see fit. So gotta be real with yourself. Gotta stand on your own 2 feet, and gotta get right with the Most High. Cause if you don't got Yahweh in your life, you will lose. And I used to always say this on my breaking news on poetry. Cause I did YAH'S breaking news. I think I did about 27 of them of breaking news. My last one was about the Black Mermaid. Everything was created by and started by so-called black individuals. Whether it was so-called black man, so-called black woman, so-called black teenagers, so-called black children. Just get it. Yeah, we're gonna wrap the thing up in 2 minutes. Cause we trench suckers. Go wrap it up in 2 minutes. Yeah, cause I think I said enough. And listen to it from beginning to end. Of this, or the YAH'S, or the YAH'S podcast show, the 61 episode.